Boo! Kate Steinle is dead. Have you lost your mind?
That is illegal. That's illegal.
You're in flagrant violation of our immigration laws. You've lost your mind.
Violation, subsection.
Do you have a door? Do you lock it?
Violation,
Keep it down, please. Keep it down. Keep it down, please.
How am I supposed to be
Let him
calm?
answer the question, please.
So in the time since, let me allow me to give the answer so then you can go after my answer.
Okay. Do you have a door? Do you lock it at night? Yeah, we can't lock our doors?
General Sessions has talked about
While they're
withholding
speaking,
federal
please
funding
keep it
from
down. That's all.
sanctuary jurisdictions, and some in the administration even discussed arresting elected officials.
Yes! Yes! Start with De Leon!
Some support is
The guy is breaking the law.
Rent out your own thing. Have your own.
He's my state senator, president.
Oh, no.
He's my representative.
John, if it's okay, let me just take a step back and let me give you the genesis of
Genocide.
Senate Bill 54. Now, Senate Bill 54, which is known as the California Values Act. The California Values Act.
Kill Kate Steinle.
The reason why I wrote Senate Bill 54 and moved it forward was the Attorney General of the United States, Jeff Sessions.
Yes. Yay, Jeff Sessions. God bless him.
That he wanted to deport 11.
You booed too. You
criminal
booed. Gotcha, buddy.
Immigrant felons.
Good. Yeah. Deport illegals.
Let me just state the facts. Now, we all know that number doesn't exist.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
70%.
Now, is there a fraction of individuals who have a record? The answer is yes. That's a small fraction.
Tony Mendoza.
We know the vast majority of immigrants are very hard-working immigrants.
Legal or illegal?
Friends or neighbors, you know. So when we knew that he wanted to do this, we knew that ICE, they didn't have the bandwidth at the federal level to actually do this physically. So their attempt was to commandeer local police departments to be an extension of the Trump deportation machine. So that's why I moved forward with Senate Bill 54 to create a firewall, to save taxpayers' dollars. And let me explain the reason why.
Firewall for criminals.
Say for example,
ICE out of the jail.
Say for example, if you live in Brentwood, Palisades here, Santa Monica, you say because we're close, or Culver City. And ICE agents call the local police department and say, hey, we're going to do a raid. We want you to help us set a perimeter around the elementary school because we're going to wait for
Standing up to
mothers.
corruption, sir.
We're going to wait for mothers. to pick
He's
up
my
the
state
children
senate
from
president.
school. What I didn't want was all of a sudden our local police departments to say, hey, you know, we're going to go on a call to cooperate with ICE.
Do it.
And all of a sudden, they abandon the responsibilities of, first and foremost, protecting and serving the taxpayers of their respective municipalities.
But they are serving us by doing it.
Whether it's LA, whether it's Culver City, whether it is Fresno. First and foremost, the role of our local police departments, paid by local tax dollars,
Yes.
is to protect and serve.
Yes.
Not to enforce federal immigration laws.
That's part of it.
Now, ICE agents per the federal laws
That is a lie.
will enforce federal laws. There's nothing you can do about it. That is the reality.
You should help
but
them.
Our local police departments
Yeah, thank you.
don't have to spend a single cent or lift a single finger to be a cog in the Trump deportation machine.
They should be doing it. Boo! Boo!
Lie.
So that's why.
What about Kate Steinle?
Build that wall.
Where was her protection?
Now, on the issue with regards
What about
to
Ruben
the
Morphine?
threats that have been made by Attorney General.
I'm going to have to leave if you speak.
Grant
Okay.
While the speaker
local
is
police
speaking,
departments.
afterwards, after he's finished
Which
speaking, you
I
can boo, yell,
find-
cheer.
All right, I just have to.
Which I-
They're friends of mine.
I-
I know their
I-
families. Okay, so I'm
I-
speaking up for them.
I'm
While the speaker is
speechless
speaking.
because
All right.
the grant dollars that the Attorney General has threatened to withhold
Good. If you guys
are
want to
actually
cooperate.
dollars that come from California. Those are our dollars. It's not a gift from
No, they're
Washington,
not.
D.C. And those are dollars to deal with, for example, with issues of domestic terrorism. And if you're putting our cities in harm's way by withholding the necessary dollars that are critical to deal with critical issues such as drug cartels, such as human trafficking, such as domestic terrorism, and you're withholding those dollars because a city or state is not doing exactly what you want them to do, well, we decided, okay, well, we're going to sue you. And we filed an amicus brief with the city of Chicago, and we actually won in the first round in the court of law. So far,
you'll lose at the Supreme Court level, buddy. Boo! You're going to lose, buddy.
You cannot use federal funds and weaponize the
yes, you can.
Funds. Sure.
We do it all the time.
I'm not going to give it to you unless you do exactly what I want you to do.
What we voted for it to do.
And then the last thing was, what can we do?
10th Amendment doesn't apply.
The threat by Jeff Sessions, to be exact, it was from Tom Holman, the director of ICE.
Yay! And his name is Holman, not Tolman.
He's coming for you.
Actually, and that may be true. The gentleman who's a Trump supporter who said they're coming for you.
Yes.
Yes.
It may actually be true.
Lock him up.
The director of ICE has asked the Secretary of Homeland Security. The director of ICE has asked the Secretary of Homeland Security for a legal opinion if they, in fact, can come to states like California and arrest individuals.
You're in violation.
Yeah!
Constitution.
You're in violation. Harboring.
Exactly. You know,
Lock him up.
Section
they didn't issue
right,
names.
of the
They didn't
Constitution,
say
isn't
names.
it?
You know, they didn't mention my name. But
10th Amendment doesn't apply.
so, but I want to put this in context. Whether you believe it should happen or not, I just want to put this
It should
in
happen.
context. It is very chilling for an incredible nation like ours that when we don't agree with other politicians, their views, their perspectives, their policies, that you'll threaten to have them arrested. That's the former Soviet Union.
You're not enforcing the law. That's the problem.
The fact that we could become a police state, and whether the federal agents
federal law.
become the Stasi,
Right?
Yeah. Becerra wants to arrest employers.
this is not who we are.
Taking ICE out of the jails of France.
Sure.
That's the threat.
Harboring subsection 1324A1A, you're in violation, sir.
So what I would say is this: we're not East Germany, we're not the former Soviet Union. This is not
We're turning into it.
Yeah,
This
you
is
will
the United
arrest.
States of America.
You will
And
arrest.
here we can speak our voice, have our voices heard. This is democracy.
But you want to arrest employers for complying with federal. Build the wall. You must have a wall around your house, De Leon.
Americans first.
Liar, liar.
So on a related topic, and hopefully this will be a quick answer for you. So early yesterday morning, the House voted on a budget deal which would reopen the government for another 6 weeks.
Yay.
And 73 House Democrats voted yes on this deal.
Yep.
Despite no promise from Paul Ryan to take an up or down vote on the DREAM Act.
Good.
So would you have voted yes on this bill to keep the government open? And if
Oh,
not,
great question.
How would you answer the charge from critics who say that Democrats are playing games by passing everyday local legislation?
Let me be very clear about something, you know.
Great question.
I went to Washington about 2 weeks ago.
Unfortunately.
And I had several meetings with members of the House, and I had a very constructive meeting with Leader Pelosi as well, too. And,
Boo. Did she call you Bush?
and I made it very clear with my views that, and by the way, the individuals here who are Trump supporters,
Yeah.
America first.
you may be outliers because when it comes to the Dreamers,
You're a liar.
both
Club members are
Republicans
asking for
as
you
well
guys
as
to leave if you
Democrats
keep yelling,
strongly
and then
Okay.
I actually have to ask.
I understand.
It's club members. It's club members. I mean,
That's true.
the rule. You sign the rules. You sign the rules.
These are young boys and girls, you know, who came here as
Club members.
children. sometimes
This is a
babies.
membership club.
American dreamers first.
This is a private
It's a
meeting.
public
We're not here-
meeting.
Yes, it is.
It's public.
Let me get back to my question. The answer is, I would have demanded
It's open to the public.
that we have the
I'm trying to hear him.
the fate of dreamers negotiated. It's very clear if Paul Ryan or Mitch McConnell cannot give a very clear signal that they're going to be inclusive with regards to the dreamers, I would not have been supportive of that measure at all whatsoever. Because the bottom line is this, is that they continue to play a political football with the lives of these young men and women who've served in the U.S. military, who are college students, who are entrepreneurs, who are business owners.
What about Kate Steinle?
So, I'm a strong supporter of dreamers, but I'm also a believer that, you know, you negotiate.
But what about Americans?
American dreamers first.
American dreamers, first, foremost, final.
So moving on to another topic. So your bills in the Senate supporting the transition to renewable energy, SB 350 and SB 100, have been praised as some of the most ambitious in the country. Can you discuss what your environmental agenda would be in the U.S. Senate if we were in the